Have you ever wondered whether astrology, the ancient practice of interpreting celestial bodies, is a science or a pseudoscience? This question has sparked curiosity and debate for centuries. Astrology, a discipline with roots that stretch back thousands of years, has been woven into the fabric of various cultures and civilizations. It involves the study of celestial bodies' positions and their supposed influence on human affairs and natural phenomena. Astrology's rich historical and cultural significance is undeniable. Yet, its standing as a legitimate science has been the subject of ongoing dispute. While some see astrology as a blend of ancient wisdom and observation of celestial phenomena, others view it as lacking empirical evidence and scientific rigor, relegating it to the realm of pseudoscience. So, where does astrology truly stand in the spectrum of science and pseudoscience? Join us as we delve into the fascinating world of astrology and explore both sides of this intriguing debate. Astrology has a rich historical and cultural significance dating back thousands of years. This ancient practice has roots in early civilizations, where our ancestors, in their quest to understand the world, turned their gaze skyward. They charted the paths of celestial bodies, noting their positions in relation to time and events. Over centuries, these observations evolved into a complex system known as astrology. Astrology is not just about the stars and planets, it's also about us. It proposes that our lives are influenced by the celestial sphere, suggesting a cosmic interplay between the universe and human affairs. Astrology's key elements, such as zodiac signs, birth charts, and horoscopes, are tools designed to decipher this cosmic dialogue. Zodiac signs, 12 in total, represent specific periods within a year. Each sign is associated with certain personality traits, strengths, and weaknesses. For instance, a person born under Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, is often characterized as courageous, determined, and confident. A birth chart, on the other hand, is a snapshot of the sky at the exact moment of a person's birth. It's a personalized celestial map that astrologers interpret to provide insights into an individual's personality, potential, and life path. Horoscopes, perhaps the most popular aspect of astrology, provide predictions based on the relative positions of celestial bodies. They offer guidance on everything from love and career to health and personal growth. Proponents of astrology argue that its principles are anchored in ancient wisdom and observations. They believe in its complexity and accuracy, seeing patterns and correlations where skeptics see mere coincidence. Astrology for them is not just a system for predicting the future, but a tool for self-discovery and understanding. Indeed, it's this intricate nature of astrology that fascinates its followers. The celestial bodies move in their orbits, planets transit through zodiac signs, and in these cosmic dances, proponents find meaning. For them, astrology is a language of symbols and patterns that taps into the mysteries of the universe and our place within it. Proponents see astrology as a complex system that offers insights into personality traits, relationships, and future events. However, not everyone is convinced of astrology's scientific merit. The critics' viewpoint is that astrology, despite its ancient roots and complex systems, fails to meet the criteria of a legitimate science. One of the main arguments against astrology is the lack of empirical evidence. Critics point out that astrology's claims, such as the influence of celestial bodies on human behavior and events, are not supported by scientific studies or experimental evidence. They argue that without empirical proof, astrology cannot be considered a true science. Another point of contention is the lack of scientific rigor in astrology. The scientific method, which is fundamental to all recognized sciences, emphasizes systematic observation, accurate measurement, and the formulation of testable hypotheses. Critics argue that astrology does not adhere to these principles. Unlike astronomy, a recognized science that studies celestial objects and phenomena, astrology lacks a coherent theoretical framework. Its predictions, critics say, are vague and non-specific, making them impossible to test or falsify in a scientific manner. Inconsistencies in astrological predictions are also a major point of criticism. Astrology relies heavily on birth charts and horoscopes to make predictions about individuals' personality traits, relationships, and future events. However, critics argue that these predictions are often inconsistent and inaccurate. For instance, different astrologers may interpret the same birth chart in different ways, leading to conflicting predictions. Moreover, the predictions made by horoscopes are often so general that they could apply to anyone, leading critics to argue that any apparent accuracy is due to coincidence or subjective interpretation. This brings us to the final argument, that astrology is more about coincidence or subjective interpretation than scientifically valid predictions. Critics argue that people often see what they want to see in astrological predictions, interpreting them in a way that confirms their existing beliefs or desires. This phenomenon, known as confirmation bias, is a common psychological trap that can lead people to believe in the accuracy of astrology, even when its predictions are vague or inconsistent. Critics argue that astrology is more about coincidence or subjective interpretation than scientifically valid predictions. The scientific method, a cornerstone of modern science, seems fundamentally at odds with astrology. This method is a systematic approach to understanding our universe, relying heavily on empirical observation, experimentation, and the creation of testable hypotheses. Picture a world where every scientific claim has to pass through an unforgiving sieve, where only the most robust theories, those that can withstand rigorous testing and scrutiny, emerge as accepted truths. That's the essence of the scientific method, a process that demands evidence, reproducibility, and logical consistency. Astrology, with its broad assertions about human behavior based on celestial movements, struggles to fit into this paradigm. Its claims often lack empirical evidence. For instance, the idea that Mars in retrograde could influence our daily lives is a fascinating concept, but it's not something that can be tested or proven under controlled conditions. Moreover, astrology doesn't provide consistent, reproducible results. Two astrologers might interpret the same celestial configuration in completely different ways. And even if they do agree, their predictions often prove to be vague or incorrect. This is where we see a clear distinction between astrology and its scientific counterpart, astronomy. Astronomy is a field grounded in observation, measurement, and mathematical calculation. It's about exploring and understanding the physical universe around us. Constellations, galaxies, black holes, these are the subjects of astronomical study, examined with telescopes and quantified with equations. Astrology, on the other hand, ventures into the realm of the metaphysical, claiming that the universe directly influences our personal lives. But without a coherent theoretical framework or testable hypotheses, astrology remains incompatible with the scientific method. While the stories and systems of astrology, like zodiac signs and birth charts, may provide a sense of meaning, they lack the rigorous evidence-based grounding that characterizes true science. They may offer comfort or provoke thought, but they don't stand up to the stringent demands of scientific scrutiny. The stars may hold mysteries yet to be discovered, but as far as the scientific method is concerned, the influence of celestial bodies on our individual lives remains unproven. Astrology, unlike astronomy, fails to meet the criteria for scientific validity. Despite these criticisms, astrology continues to captivate millions around the globe. As we delve deeper into the psychological and sociological aspects of astrology, we find compelling reasons behind its undying popularity. People are inherently drawn to stories and narratives that make sense of the world around them. Astrology offers just that, a grand narrative that connects us to the cosmos, providing a sense of belonging and purpose. It's a tool for self-discovery, offering insights into our personality traits, relationships, and life paths. Astrological signs and horoscopes function as symbolic languages, enabling individuals to express and explore their identities. Moreover, astrology serves as a comforting compass in an uncertain world. It provides guidance during times of crisis or confusion, offering reassurances and predictions about the future. This need for comfort and guidance is universal, transcending cultural and geographical boundaries, which may explain astrology's global appeal. Astrology also fosters a sense of community. Whether it's discussing zodiac compatibility with friends or sharing horoscope memes on social media, astrology promotes social interaction and bonding. Recent research suggests that these psychological and sociological factors may play a significant role in astrology's popularity. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that people are more likely to turn to astrology during times of stress and uncertainty. Another study in the Personality and Individual Differences Journal discovered that individuals who seek self-understanding and spiritual growth are more likely to believe in astrology. These findings indicate that the appeal of astrology may lie less in its predictive accuracy and more in its ability to fulfill deep-seated psychological needs. It provides a framework for understanding ourselves and our place in the universe, offers comfort and guidance, and fosters a sense of community. Astrology's enduring appeal may have more to do with the comfort and guidance it provides than its predictive accuracy. Its charm lies not in the stars, but in the stories we weave around them, reflecting our hopes, fears, and aspirations. The debate over astrology's status is a reflection of the broader tensions between belief systems, empirical evidence, and cultural practices. We've journeyed through the historical origins of astrology, its intricate systems, and the questions over its scientific validity. We've examined the fundamental principles of the scientific method and how they contrast with the principles of astrology. Critics argue that astrology lacks empirical evidence and scientific rigor, pushing it towards the realm of pseudoscience. Proponents, on the other hand, point to its ancient wisdom and the intricate systems that suggest a correlation between celestial movements and human behavior. Regardless of where you stand in this debate, the undeniable fact is that astrology continues to shape our understanding of the world and ourselves. It satisfies a deep-seated human desire for self-discovery, belonging, and guidance. Whether seen as a science or pseudoscience, astrology's enduring appeal is a testament to the complex interplay between science, culture, and belief.